Hey everyone. Jordan Peterson seems to have the same kind of problems that people such as myself have, in that we have lots of opponents that want to deride or insult anything that we got to say. I mean, there's nothing more these people love to do than to create some kind of sensationalized article or narrative or tweet that suggests that people who don't align with their leftist ideology, oh, we're all just a bunch of idiots or racist or homophobes or bigots or sexist. I mean, you've heard all the typical derogatory statements and rhetoric and insults they use towards anyone that they see as their political or ideological opponents. But what happens every time, and I've seen this myself because I love nothing more. At first, what I do is, if I comment on, let's say, a CBC article or a Globe and Mail article or somewhere on Facebook somewhere, and these idiots try to rebut or rebuke anything that I've had to say, you can't do that, obviously, in text form on social media. And a lot of the times they completely misrepresent or use ad hominem attacks. So what I do is, okay, hey, forget about this bickering back and forth on social media with comments and stuff. Let's just, Hey, we live in the 21st century. It's 2017. We have access to things such as Skype, where we can actually hammer out, debate, and discuss these important topics in real time, with the ability for each of us to hold each other to account and rebut any kind of pretense or position we put forth and present. I mean, social media and technology has basically, it's like, okay, it's the battle of the minds, right? That's what you're trying to do. That's really ultimately what we're all trying to do. It's a battle for the minds of the masses. It's a battle about who is going to win the most or majority support when they put forth and present what they have to say. The leftists only like to function inside an echo chamber that constantly reinforces their ideology or their rhetoric. Whereas people like myself or people like Jordan Peterson, the reason why we are willing to battle, debate, and discuss these topics with others is because we don't function in an echo chamber. I, as well as someone like Jordan Peterson, I love to listen to the points that is put forth and presented by anyone on the political spectrum or any particular ideology. I want to hear everybody's opinions, everybody's preference, everybody's principles, and what they stand for. That is actually how a person is truly informed. And that's the only way that you can do battle with others and be confident in your ability and your capabilities to win in these kinds of discussions or debates. It's like, think about it. I'm the kind of guy that I come from a racing background and heritage. I've been into racing cars, motorcycles, four-wheelers, basically anything that's got an engine. I love to race. I'm a very competitive type of person. And what I've always known throughout all those years is, there's lots of people that like to talk smack, right? There's all kinds. We've seen smack talkers. They're everywhere. But the minute you throw down, the minute you say, okay, hey, forget about the rhetoric. Oh, you think your Yamaha's faster than my Honda? Or you think your Ford's faster than my Chevy? Or you think your Lamborghini's faster than my Ferrari? Or whatever the hell kind of, right? Not like I've ever owned either a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, but hey, I just figured I'd throw that into the mix to rich things up a little bit, right? A little diversity. But really, what it comes down to is the only way that you will ever learn, or the people, the populace, the general population, the masses will ever learn who is being more honest, logically consistent, principled in their stance is challenged. Battle royale, right? Let's have the big challenges, the big debates, the big discussions. But the fucking people on the opposite side of the spectrum, these ideologically driven leftists, these collectivists, they don't want nothing to do with it. They want to be able to put forth and present their dialogue, their narrative, without anybody being able to challenge them, without anybody being able to question them in real time, right? They want to be able to use political legalese or doublespeak so that they can trick or convince the people that consume their propaganda that, hey, we know what we're talking about. The only way that works is if there's no one like me or Jordan Peterson there saying, so you think you know what you're talking about, do you? All right, well, what about this? Or what about that? Well, what about this? Right? That's the only way these people work. The minute you challenge them, the minute you say, okay, put up or shut up, well, all of a sudden it's like, well, where'd everybody go? They got their fucking heads stuck back in the sands again or shoved back into their echo chambers. They can't deal with anyone the minute you challenge them. And this is constantly being shown to be provably correct. I mean, just look out there. And hey, let me make this fucking challenge right now. If you're someone that watches this video, I'm always open to a debate or discussion. And if you're an opponent to freedoms and liberties, the kind of stuff that I espouse, you go to the front of the line, just like Stefan Molyneux, right? Hey, if you're in stand of opposition to me, yeah, I don't need the people that agree with me. You know, we can have that kind of debate or discussion amongst ourselves. But it's the people that want to counter me. That's the ones that are, it's like, if I got someone that's got the exact same car as me, built to the exact same specs, the exact same horsepower, we both have the exact same, reaction times or all that. What's the point in challenging them? It's just two clones, right? No, people like myself and Jordan Peterson, Stefan Molyneux, the critical thinkers, right? The ones that care about individual freedom and liberty and promote as such, we want to be challenged by these people. That should tell you right there. That should be enough evidence alone. It's like we're fully willing to have our reputation, to have what we have to say put on the line, right? We're willing. Hey, I'm willing to throw. I'm all in. I'm all in. Are they? Nope. Are the people that are trying to deride or insult Jordan Peterson? Obviously not. And this is in reference to this Ira Wells. What a fucking, once again, it's one of these people that, oh, you thought you could challenge him, but you probably weren't expecting that he would say, oh, really? You want to throw down, Ira? Let's go to it. Well, maybe you should start to realize that people like Jordan Peterson, people like myself, the fact that we're willing to stand up, in opposition to this goddamn fucking bullshit narrative that's propagated through basically all the established media, the fact that we're individuals willing to challenge the dominant narrative that surrounds us, that should tell you that we obviously that's the thing. You either have to believe that we're complete fucking idiots, like some of the people in the media would suggest, or that we are emboldened by the sheer fact that we got truth, objective reason, logic, morally and principled consistency, universality on our side. Everything we say, like I say, me and Jordan Peterson or Molyneux, people like us, we're saying 2 + 2 is 4. The population will recognize instinctively the minute someone says, oh, no. We've got a narrative that suggests 2 + 2 is actually 4.5. Okay, put forth your narrative. I'm going to tell you it's 4, and I'm going to lay out the grounds and the basis why it really is 4. Just like if you suggest that Jordan Peterson is like some kind of racist or homophobe or bigot or whatever, challenge him to debate. Challenge him to an actual conversation where he can point out with clear and concise language that will destroy all your bullshit narratives. Now, I'm just going to read this here. I'm sure you've already seen it, but I'm just going to read this back and forth between this Ira Wells and Jordan Peterson. So this is from Jonathan K. It's John from Twitter. If you are serious about the debate, I am working with a Montreal-based production company that would love to do a podcast debate between you two. I would moderate with my female co-host. We are launching a podcast in January that will be covering exactly this sort of issue. She is thick-skinned and free-speechy, like me. The trick here is that I want to do it with a sense of humor. I don't want it to be aggressive. I know both of you to some extent through the Walrus and my mom, and I respect both of you. So you could let your guard down around me in the sense that I will guard in both directions against low blows, etc. If you're interested, we could do it next week. Jordan Peterson replied, it's an interesting offer, Dr. Wells. What do you think? How long do you propose we talk? I would really like this to focus on the Walrus column. I'd like to discuss the claims and allegations one by one, or something approximating that. And this is Ira Wells' response. Thanks for the offer, John, but I'm going to pass. Jonathan K's reply was, okay, thanks for considering it. And Jordan, thanks for being willing to consider this too. I will come back to you with another request when I get someone who I think can give you a challenge in a debate. But they are few and far between. Ain't that the truth? And this is a follow-up tweet that Ira Wells posted on his own Twitter page. I initially thought a debate would be good fun. I've since been disabused of that idea. I've said my piece. And Jonathan K. responded in kind. This is accurate. Spoke to both men last night. Jordan Peterson agreed enthusiastically. Ira Wells said no. Ira, the offer is still open. This won't be Twitter. I can guarantee a fair discussion. Good opportunity for you to defend some of your claims about Peterson's work. So, once again, proof positive that these people, like I say, they only want to function in their echo chambers. They don't want to be challenged or debated or have any of their pretenses or presumptions or scripted narratives or ideology challenged in any way. The minute you challenge them, they got their tail tucked between their legs and they're running as fast and as far away as they can. This is what we have to do, folks. Yeah, they've got a lot of presence. Yeah, they've got vocal support from a very loud, rambunctious, and hate-filled crowd. But the only way that works, the only way they can maintain any semblance of credibility at all is if their narrative or their ideologically driven rhetoric is never challenged. We got to challenge them. That's the secret. That's the key. That's the number one weapon in our arsenal is our facts, our logically consistent truths, objective reality, and being morally principled in our approach. We have a well-rounded and ample arsenal at our disposal if we're willing to use it. I'm willing to use it. Jordan Peterson is willing to use it. Stephen Molyneux continues to prove that he's willing to use it. Dave Rubin is willing to use it. And there's a growing number of people in not just Canada, the US, the UK, but all over the Western world that's willing to use what we have, the tools at our disposal, to challenge and confront the ideologically driven opponents who want to squash, quell, and deny our freedom of speech. And the reason why they do that is because they know they can't win on the battlefield. They know they can't win even so much as a round. They know the minute they step into the ring with one of us that they're going down. And the people that are watching will see that they've gone down. And that's what they fear the most. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.